I'm here with Bob Webb of Next Gen Pants talking about Tetropolis. What the heck is going on here?
It's a Tetroidvania, which is a weird mashup of falling block genre meets Metroidvania.
So you got a block.
Yeah.
You got to fit it together with another block. That's it most of the time. This time the block's jumping around like it's a person, but it's not. It's just a block or two.
We decided we want to have a story behind falling block puzzle games. So this is kind of like it's like the Wall-E of Tetris, like you could say. Yeah.
And I've always subconsciously asserted a personality onto each of the blocks. Like I feel like the straight block is very like a forgiving experience, like somebody who cares. Whereas the Z one, he hates my guts. What are the blocks in your game? Is it always the square block with the one magenta aspect to it, or is that customizable?
Well, that's the two characters in the game. Since you come off of a factory line that makes these Tetrominos as incomplete, and you're to be discarded and destroyed, and you meet up with another character that has escaped as well, and you combine to become a complete piece. But as you go through the game, because it's a Metroidvania, there's a gated progression, so you actually pick up other shapes you can morph into. And all those shapes have different abilities tied to them. So the square block, you can slam down, break through doors. It's even got an offensive power, so you can Goomba stomp enemies. The line block allows you to do like a super jump. So you can squish down and jump up. And all these can be switched on the fly. So you can do combining the abilities, allowing you to traverse through the world faster, or be able to overcome bosses, because there's like large-scale boss fights as well, where you're going to have to use everything you learn through the level in order to actually defeat the enemies.
My goodness, so you're forming blocks together, you're using the shape of the block to your advantage, but you're gaining power-ups and exploring a world and taking on larger challenges, going back to areas that you saw before, and now that I've got a long block part of my body, I'm gonna get up there.
Right, like there might be in a tight spot you couldn't fit in before, so if you change into the line, you can slide right down. But also on top of that, because we decided to take it one step further, and you'll notice in the map, all the rooms are shaped like Tetrominos. And that's because when you eventually get to a control room, the map is a puzzle. So you can grab the rooms, you can rotate them around, you can make new pathways to the world, and it's also like kind of a more than just getting from A to B. There's a real-time physics aspect to it. So everything in the room is going to react to the new orientation position. So we have puzzles that are based on getting some piece of machinery that's too heavy for you to move into one room or to the other. To be able to either start up a machinery, open a door, have access to a boss room. We're playing with the idea of having boss fights change based on what rooms are connected. So you might have some resource that's in the room that you wouldn't have had before. Sure. So you might have fluid that has now flowing from one room into another and into the boss fight. So all of a sudden now you have water that's shorted out circuits, and it disables a part of the boss. So it might make the boss fight a little easier, might make it a little more difficult. It's always going to be possible to fight the boss, but depending on what you're doing, it's going to change some aspect or another.
So affecting the world by manipulating shapes, affecting your character by manipulating its shape.
Yeah.
In a world that feels organically real to the physics engine and the fact that it changes based on the decisions you make.
Yeah.
What the heck? Great job. How come people got to get talking about Tetropolis like right now?
It's the first time we're showing it, so.
Well, geez, I hope it's not the last.
No, we're going to be here probably for another year or two.
Can't wait. Thanks so much, Bob.
Thank you.